Welcome back, everybody, to Mark's Ramblings, the session for August. A couple of things happening in August I'm going to talk about very quickly, actually. State Fair is coming up August 21st through Labor Day, September 1st. So near the end of August, after all the county fairs are done. Okay. Now, if you listen to radio or television, you would think that the only thing State Fair has to offer, in this case, the Minnesota State Fair. Okay, we're talking about the Minnesota State Fair. The only thing media would have you know that the State Fair offers is food, because you hear nonstop discussion on the new foods that the State Fair would be offering. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I implode you. The State Fair has much more to offer. I'm not going to talk about food. We already did that. Everybody does it, including us. Okay. But I'm not going to do that. The State Fair has a lot of things to offer. Big names on the grandstand, entertainment acts, amateur talent contests. I have a whole list here. Creative activities, fine arts, K through 12 competitions. FFA is there exhibiting their wares. 4-H, well, 4-H and from all counties in Minnesota have offerings, whether it's livestock or plants or what have you. There's all sorts of things. Sewing, you know. There's marching bands at the State Fair. And I mentioned grandstand shows, big acts. I wonder if they still have races. We used to watch when I was a child. We used to watch the dirt track races from the grandstand. I know they don't have a dirt track. I don't know if they have races anymore, to be honest with you. But if they do, great. I used to like the dirt track racing with the sprint cars, When I was a kid, by the way, we had to walk to the State Fair from Warroad, okay? And we had to be back before dinner, supper time, which is odd because I never lived in Warroad. So figure that out. Anyway, I'm getting off track. State Fair. There's free live music and shows, rides and attractions, a plethora of exhibits and education. You name it, the State Fair has it, ladies and gentlemen. And again, it runs from August 21st through September 1st. And you can go to mnstatefair.org and get all the information and more that I touched on. Okay, that's enough about the State Fair. What else? When I was a child, I also enjoyed, because we lived in the Twin Cities when I was young. Okay. And I liked the livestock that was being offered. Just fantastic livestock, all sorts, from chickens to Black Angus. I mean, it was all there. Machinery Hill I liked a lot too, which I don't know that they have that anymore either. But I just loved that as a child. Anyway, I got sidetracked again, back to the State Fair. So, what else? National Night Out. That's August 5th. Time for neighbors and law enforcement and first responders to gather and celebrate the community relationship. You can check your local listings for gatherings near you. That's August 5th. And that's nationwide too. Okay, so if you can't find one directly in your neighborhood, there's probably more than likely one or more going on around your community. Well, that's it for Mark's Ramblings for August, but I do have a final thought. Okay. Got to thinking about this the other day when I was watching television and somebody alluded to this incorrectly. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two kinds of people in this world, my friends. Those who know the difference between a slash or common slash and a backslash, and those who do not. Okay? Apparently people are confused, which is not uncommon because I'm confused all the time. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mark's Ramblings for August. Bye now.